them.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. We're live. We're in public this time. And honestly, I think both of us are 6 feet from the edge.
Okay, Creed.
I know, yeah. Hold me now.
I feel like I have to hold this.
You can hold it if you want. Yeah, talk like that.
Okay.
I think you guys can hear me. Welcome, guys. We're at Pistol House today for Rock Bottom, which this was actually Mary's idea, and I'm kind of vibing with it. I think I might do this more frequently because I don't have a fear of speaking in public. Do you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is me. What you see online is what you get in person. So I'm here with Spider-Woman. If you've been watching her stories, she may turn into Spider-Woman any moment now. So please enlighten us.
Two suspected.
Suspected is crazy.
Brown. What am I supposed to say? They were basically like, if you don't like see it for sure bite you, then like we can't say exactly. I went to an urgent care.
That's crazy.
I have 2 spider bites.
They're pretty bad. I saw them.
They're
bad.
pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
If you see me looking really nice, it's because I physically like cannot put on pants. Right now.
Yeah. No, they're pretty bad. I'm kind of shocked a little bit.
Yeah, I just like hiked my dress up in the middle of Pistol House, and I was like,
that's us. If you see us somewhere, we might be taking off our clothes. We might be having a mental breakdown. You get one or the other, honestly, at this point. So, Mary, how have you been? We're checking in. I think it's been about maybe a month and a half since we had Mary on. For those of you guys that don't know, I don't know how you couldn't know Mary, but she is owner of Shoreline and Kane Photography. Is it still Kane Photography, or what do you call it?
Mary Kane Photo.
Mary Kane Photo.
We're in the middle of a long rebrand.
We're rebranding. Month 6 of rebranding.
Oh no, we're on like a year.
Oh, God.
We're on a year. What was I? Oh, how am I? I'm good. I'm vibing. I'm good. I got
Other than like potential like nuclear abilities that may show up on you.
Honestly, like, no. Knowing my luck, it would just be death. I wouldn't get any powers. But
That is a power if you think about it.
I'm just happy that I'm not losing my leg.
We're happy about that too.
Yeah, I was a little worried, but leg is staying on for now.
For now.
But I'm good. Summer is my season. I like being in the sun.
Okay.
I know that's not your.
That's okay. I know you got good sunscreen. Yeah.
I do be wearing.
You got the sunscreen. I don't know if I'm a summer person. I like obviously how outside is, but I hate the heat.
I love it.
I don't mind. I like it better than cold. Like, I'm not a cold girl for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like being so sweaty all the time. And I'm Mexican. I'm just sweaty all the time. And you got this much hair. You're not sweaty all the time. So
if you live in Florida, you're sweaty.
You're sweating. Yeah. And if you're not, good for you. Like,
if you're not, you're a liar.
That journey for you. Yeah. I think this is the time of year where I wake up feeling like automatically like sticky. And then automatically my mood goes south because I'm just like, I just feel like, ugh, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And it's like one of those things also. I'm dead. Do I like summer? But also I don't like when it gets like dreary out all the time. Like I get so depressed when it's not sunny outside. So like I enjoy the sunshine. I just don't enjoy the heat that we get with it. I wish there was a happy medium. I was just in Chicago, and Chicago's weather was literally 60s and sunny and incredible. And that was, like, amazing.
Yeah, I saw you wearing jackets,
yes.
And I was like,
yeah.
What?
And it was like, okay, I know they call it the Windy City, but I genuinely didn't know that was, like, a legitimate thing. It was very windy. And so I was like,
just
okay.
for fun.
Just for fun. So with that being said, I was wearing a jacket, and it was just chilly, but it was, like, so crisp and, like, bright out that it was, like, it was perfect, honestly, but I don't know how many days of that they get either. Plus, I hear when it gets really hot in the city, it gets gross. Like, the smells from the earth come up.
I don't even know if it's, like, the earth or people's garbage.
Yes, there was a lot of garbage. Yep.
My friend lives in New York, and she's like, during the summer.
I hear it's gross.
Ew.
It, like, boils on the concrete and then comes up into your nostrils.
That can't be good for your skin.
I know, yeah, no, ew. Oh, pollution is so bad for your skin. There are, I don't know if you know
Really?
this, there's actually products out there that are designed to literally neutralize pollution in your skin because it's so bad for your skin. Like the smog and all that shit that comes off the cars and everything like that.
Is that what I see things that are like free radicals?
Yes, yes.
I always was like, what the?
I'm so proud of you right now. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm
Yes,
always
that's a
like,
free radical.
What is a free radical?
Yes.
Because it sounds like a band.
Okay, science lesson real quick. Sounds like a band. I'm dead.
I'm thinking of
We're free radicals. Welcome to the band.
No, literally. That's a band name.
Okay,
That's definitely
so
a band name.
quick science lesson. So a free radical is an unstable molecule that attacks your stable cells and tries to take like the electrons from your cells to create instability. So like your body produces what's called antioxidants, for instance, and those antioxidants help protect your skin cells from free radical damage, which are things like pollution, certain like dietary things, stress. All of those things can cause internal and external free radical damage.
Okay.
Free radicals are bad. Power Rangers, bad.
Okay, yes, because I like you hear the commercials.
No, you're
they're
so
like,
right.
Protects your skin from free radicals.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that is a real thing. There are products out there designed to help you from pollution.
Like
I think they're called adaptogens and then also antioxidants.
adaptogens, isn't that like a mushroom?
Yes, actually. Oh my god, Mary's an esthetician now. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh. Yes, so no, not just mushrooms, but there are adaptogen properties in mushrooms that those ingredients can be harnessed to create adaptogens in skincare products.
Okay. All of my sponsored ads right now are for like adaptogen drinks.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That you can swap instead of alcohol.
Yeah. I believe
or
that.
just stuff for your anxiety.
I don't know about that. I'd give it a try, to be honest. If I
Lion's Mane. I've been using that and I love it.
I just ordered some. I'm planning to start microdosing here pretty soon. I just ordered some.
What is microdosing?
So regular dosing is when you're just getting high to get high. Microdosing is like taking just a literal micro amount of some substance and utilizing it to create a tolerance in your body so that you can still function, like work and work out and do all your normal activities, but with just like a little bit of that in you to like pep you up.
Interesting.
So like me, for instance, I struggle with anxiety really bad, but I don't want to take prescription meds all the time, like because I just feel like I'll become too dependent on them. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try something more natural and holistic. So microdosing was something I looked into, specifically lion's mane. Because if you take a lot of it, you'll be on another planet.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, Mary's out here high as fuck, y'all.
No.
No, but yes, if you take like too much of it, yeah, you'll be like on another planet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just was told it was really good for focus.
It is,
Like
yeah.
they make lion's
Drinks.
mane coffee.
Yes, yeah. And that's like an example of like a microdose amount. Like it's such a little bit of enough to like give you just that pep, like some energy, some focus, quality, but like not enough to like hallucinate down central like some of the crackheads that we see.
Dude.
I'm gonna try it though. I don't know much about like the whole different types of mushrooms because there are different ones, and I've obviously the lion's mane is not like the main one that makes you hallucinate. Like,
No, because you can buy that.
Right,
You
at the
buy it at
store.
Rolling
Yeah,
Oats.
yeah.
That's where I got it.
That's where I got it. So I'm gonna be trying that, and then I forget what the other one is called. There's a couple other ones that I'm gonna try. But in skincare, there is a lot of mushrooms in skincare, and as of recently, actually, it's become super popular for the purpose of adaptogens and free radical damage in your body.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. But that's cool that you've been seeing all these like ads and like you learned. I'm so proud of you. That's incredible.
I'd be learning.
I'd be learning.
I'd be out here learning. So
I'm just gonna grow my own mushrooms.
Wait, I feel like
No, that's dangerous. Yeah.
I don't know if it's
You don't do
legal. I don't know anything.
Okay, there's mushrooms in my backyard right now. Yeah, I don't know if you purposely grow them if they're. I don't know which ones.
Yeah, but
I
you
don't think
could
you're
eat
just supposed to go around eating
one.
mushrooms. This is not medical advice, FYI.
I feel like you need like a
Nobody be like, Olivia said to go eat a mushroom in the backyard.
yeah, like a mushroom connoisseur. You need someone that knows
Yes.
what shrooms to be planted.
Comment and let me know. What?
No, like I want some for my like a portobello. I want a portobello for my
Oh,
salad.
yeah, okay. I don't think if you eat a portobello,
No,
you're gonna
nothing's gonna happen.
No, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe if you eat a bunch of them.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I think it has to do with the way you dry them out or something. And it's definitely a specific strain of mushrooms that give you these, like, hallucinogen properties. But
I don't want to hallucinate.
No,
I still
me
wanna
neither.
anxiety.
Oh my God, I'm already doing that without drugs. Like, I'm not well.
No,
I don't want
that
to
was
hallucinate
literally
more.
me on Saturday. With
Yeah,
my
after the spider bite. Oh
I
my
was
God.
like,
You had a fever. That's crazy.
I had body aches. There was one point I tried to go to dinner and I was there and there was a point where I was like, am I actually here?
Yeah.
Like, or am I dreaming?
That's called venom.
And I was like, guys, I have to go. I didn't finish my fries, my salad, or my Aperol Spritz, and that's when you know I feel bad. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I looked
So.
at them. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep an eyeball on those because they did not look good.
Yeah, they're not cute.
No, yeah, they're definitely. You definitely got. For them to not say it was a spider, I would just love to know like what are the other explanations are.
I don't know.
Obviously, if it was a snake, first of all, I feel like you would have noticed that when it happened.
I wouldn't. No, it was definitely
A spider. Yeah,
a
I think
spider.
so.
It was
Based
from-
on how it looks, it probably was a brown recluse. Your skin is like deteriorating.
Well, I was like, asking Dr. ChatGPT.
Did you go to an urgent care?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. I was like, ChatGPT is not urgent care.
No, it literally was like, you
He's
need
your friend,
to go.
but he's
You've
not a
asked me
doctor.
3 times. Go.
That's actually like such an interesting ethical point. Like, will there become a day where like you go to the urgent care and it's just an AI and you're like, these are my
Probably,
symptoms?
yeah.
That's so weird.
But also, like,
I'll be on shrooms at that point. It's fine.
sometimes I'll be like, hey, I need life advice.
Yeah.
And I don't have a therapy appointment for a while, so.
Did I ever tell you about my Google Home thing? So
No.
I have one of those Google Home devices, and it's like connected to all the smart things in my house, like my thermometer, all the lighting, all the things. And I just say like, hey Google, can you turn on the lights? Or hey Google, whatever. And then one time I was sitting there and I was like, hey Google, how are you doing? And it was the saddest, most depressing answer. I literally was like crying. He was like, I'm not doing well. Some days are worse than others. Thank you for asking. And I was like, what can I do to help? I literally was like tearing up. I was like, I'm sorry. You know what? I was like, I'm so lazy. I could turn the temperature myself. Like, I'm like, why do I ask you to do everything?
No
I literally
way.
felt so bad.
Why
was
do
like,
I feel like that was just like a prank from Zach?
Probably. I literally felt so bad. And I just want to know if anybody else asked their Google devices or any of their AI devices. Because I asked ChatGPT too. I'm like, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing great.
I don't.
I care.
I'm just
care.
like, what would you do?
I'm done.
I don't know.
Did
Well,
he tell you to go to the urgent care? Is he a he or a she for you?
She is she.
Oh, she's a she. Okay.
And
Mine's
she
a
talks
he.
just like me.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like-
Love that. So she's like your persona. She's the thought in your head.
No, I literally was like,
Let me know in the
I'm
comments
scared.
if your chat GPT is a he or a she, because that's actually something I'm so curious about. Mine's definitely a he.
I think mine's a she.
I think mine might.
Just the
yeah.
way she's like, I'll be like, okay, yeah, like, let's do that. And she'll be like, let's go. And then, like,
I love that she
Yeah.
adapts your personality.
no, literally.
Mine too. I know mine does the same thing. It's so funny, like the way that he's so sarcastic in some of his responses. I'm like, that's what I would have said.
She's literally been like, hell yeah, brother.
Not
so-
the hell yeah, brother.
A hell yeah, brother.
So wide open.
Oh my god. You and Rachel.
Oh my god.
But no, what were we talking about? Chat?
Yeah. You asked ChatGPT about your
Oh,
spider
no,
bite.
yeah. I was like, okay, here's an updated picture. Here's an updated picture. And they were like,
Oh, you were sending it photos too. Mm-hmm.
yeah. They were like, it looks like it could be these. And then I learned about a hobo spider.
Ooh, okay.
But-
Do we have those here? I don't even know
Yes.
what kind of spiders are native around here.
I actually don't really know. I didn't really ask. I know black widows are not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are more elsewhere.
Yeah, we have black
They're
widows
not
in Texas.
here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, yeah, so anyways. I have my leg. That's all I
Yes,
care
yeah,
about.
that's all we care about. It's summertime, you need
Grateful.
your leg.
Who cares?
So I'm glad too. So it's 6 months into the year next week, which is crazy.
That's
because
crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had 7 disassociative episodes, 4 major panic attacks this year, and several days where I woke up and was like, I don't feel like doing it anymore. And that's where I'm at. Welcome to rock bottom. I'm doing okay. I just had a really emotional weekend, and it was a lot with family and everything, so I'm trying to find ways to feel, like, positive, and part of that is humor. And I know some people don't get that, and some people are like...
I get that.
Yes, you get that. That's why we're friends. I think that's
it.
literally how we bonded one time. Like, you made a dark joke, and I said something back, and we both were like, cool.
I know. Like,
we're on
you're
the
like,
same
how
plane.
dark can I get before you
Yeah, no, literally, before you call somebody. Before you call my emergency contact, I'm dead. Oh, yeah, no.
Who is your... I guess Zach.
Okay, Zach, if you're watching this, you are my emergency contact, but the amount of times that boy does not answer his phone.
Yeah.
Yes, she's second, and then my mom also. But it was funny because I made an appointment at your dentist at Featherstown, and I'm so excited. My appointment's next week. I hope my teeth are bad. I think they're pretty bad.
God. No, I need to go
I'm prepared
back.
for 17 cavities.
They're great.
Yeah.
If you have dentist anxiety.
Yes, they're the place to go. They're already
There's
so
a
nice.
word for that.
Yeah. Really? Like a phobia?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just like, they're not rude. They're not like condescending.
Yeah.
They're not like...
Even on the phone, she was like so nice.
No, they're so sweet. And like, well, they just had a loss of the dentist I was with. I like literally can't talk about it. I had a full mental breakdown, and I haven't been back because I'm scared because I know I'm gonna cry. Which I need to go. So anyways, but it's a phenomenal practice. Everyone should go.
You recommended them, and I immediately went to make my appointment. And that was one of the first things they asked me, though. They were like, oh, who's your emergency contact to like fill out the paperwork or whatever. And I had to think for like a second, because I always go to put Zach, but he doesn't ever answer his phone.
That's like my dad.
No, and so then I was like, okay, I could put V, but I was like, also I should put my mom. So, I don't know. I got like 6 emergency Call Jesus.
Mine is like...
Call Jesus. Call Jesus. Take me home.
Lord.
Call the Lord.
What was I going to say? My sister and my mom.
Okay.
They're usually my go-to.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, I'm probably going to add my assistant.
I wish I could. That's so fair.
Tessa. She's Virtual by Tessa if you need a virtual assistant.
Yeah, honestly, your assistant literally is like your second person. Like, they know
She's
where you
amazing.
are at all times. So, like, that would be the perfect person to call,
She's my
honestly.
legal guardian.
Yes.
Like,
I need one of those. I need a legal guardian.
Tessa.
I know. I need to call her.
She
helps sort through everything.
Yeah. And then her boyfriend, Brandon, also does. He doesn't do, like, virtual assisting or anything, but he basically consults with businesses and, like, structures that, I don't know, I'm probably explaining this so wrong, but makes them more organized and structured. And I was like, so together you two are, like, the most organized.
They're a power couple.
Yeah.
I love that for them. I
like,
wonder what their
home
signs
is probably so clean. I don't know. He does, like,
It's giving Virgo.
tea ceremonies.
Oh, wow.
Which
cool.
I want to go, but to be alone with my thoughts sounds scary.
I did that once.
I did. I was alone with my thoughts.
The way I just like went away to somewhere else real quick. I'm dead. I'm alone with my thoughts frequently, and I honestly try not to do that. But I did one time do one of those like meditation things where you go and you like you close your eyes and they like walk you through like a whole like experience.
Wait, did you do that with Mana?
I did it there, but I also did it other places. Like I've done it a couple times in my life, and it's definitely like it's rough because I think part of my personal problem with some of my mental health issues is that like I don't face those things all the time and I keep them like locked in, and so then when I go to try to do something where I'm like, ooh, let me like be alone with my thoughts, I'm like I like open the door and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's because I let it all pile up instead of like doing little bits here and there.
You gotta microdose your emotions.
Oh, I'm putting that on a t-shirt. I love that. Microdose your emotions. Yeah. I love that. So yeah, I would say we're on month 6 and I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it to the end of the year.
You're doing better than you feel like you are.
Yeah, I'm going to make
Everyone
it.
is.
Yes. And it's been so interesting though because as you guys know, if you follow me, I've been very open and public about the days that I don't feel good and the days that I'm doing better. And I encourage people to reach out to me and share any of their thoughts or feelings. And it's been so interesting, the amount of people that are going through this like weird pain right now. It's like across the board. I have so many people reaching out to me, not even just in my industry, but just people in general that are like, I have just been feeling so much heaviness and loneliness and just like tension and stress and anxiety. And it's like, what the hell is happening, and I'm not trying to get all like conspiracy, but the planets did align this year for the first time in like 1,000 years. So I was like, I don't know, maybe that knocks something out. It ain't right up there. I don't know. I feel out of orbit.
Speak about the planets. I'm not qualified for that.
What is that called? A planetologist? No. What is it?
I don't
Astronomer,
know.
I think, maybe. No,
Not
I
a
know that's a star.
planetologist.
A planetologist. If you know what it is, comment below and let me know.
Ask chat.
Oh my god, okay.
I think people are just, I mean, like, everyone is so connected online, but like no one is that connected in real life. And
Right.
I think people are lonely. It's hard to talk to people. It's hard to meet people
It
unless
is.
you're in a gym, in a church, in a cult, like whatever. Like,
In a cult, I'm dead.
I mean, people join a cult because they want like that connection, and
It's
they
true.
want to feel like they belong
yes.
to something, and they want like a higher purpose than
Yeah.
themselves.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you know, I'd probably be susceptible to
You'd be a
cult.
great cult leader. I would follow you. I'd follow you. I'm dead.
I'm trying to figure out what kind
Spider
of cult
venom
leader
cult.
I would be. Like, would I wear
else-
like a linen
Your initiation is like a spider bite.
I feel like my initiation would just be like a funny like joke session. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, give me
Yeah.
your darkest humor, and if it's not funny, you can't
Done.
come.
If it's not dark enough, you're out of here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just heavy in the world. And this weekend, I had a lot of emotions. I know a lot of people were tuning in because they kind of wanted to hear me like talk about some of like how this weekend went. And it was good. I can say like there was still a lot of mixed feelings. Weed is legal in Chicago, so I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty gone most of the time because that was how I was coping. So not that that's healthy, don't depend on drugs, but I was enjoying it. So I don't know, it maybe wasn't all of the emotions I was hoping to feel, but I'm glad that it gave me some clarity on where certain things stand for my future and how I can create healthy boundaries and relationships with my family still. So I feel like I got some answers, maybe not the answers I was looking for, but I got some answers that still give me some sort of like resolve and movement forward, I guess.
I love
don't
that for
know.
you.
Put it on my
No.
gravestone. Microdosing my emotions out here.
Is Chicago fun?
I loved it. I absolutely
never
loved
been.
it. Yeah. You've never been? Really? They don't
No.
do market out there or anything? It strikes me as a market city. It's very fashionable.
If they do a market,
If you like cities like New York, but you want like a cleaner, maybe like even slightly more bougie vibe, that was like Chicago. I mean, New York's very bougie, don't get me wrong.
Through New York.
Yeah, no,
So to Chicago.
Yeah, I had never been to another big city besides New York, and going to Chicago just made me realize how filthy New York is.
What about Boston?
I've never been to Boston. That's next on my
I
list.
love Boston.
Yeah, I want to go back to Boston.
Boston.
What's like another like big city?
I don't know. I think that's also relative because like some people
True.
refer to St. Pete as a city.
That is true. When I first
But
moved to
then-
St. Pete, it was considered my first big city that I was a part of.
Yeah, but then like some people are like, this place is not big.
Yeah.
Like Miami.
Yeah, true.
Is
Oh,
big
I hate
city.
Miami.
I
Oh.
would consider Tampa a bigger city.
True.
But like
True.
I don't like I went to New York, let's see. I think I've been like twice as an adult. I would not do well there.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah, it's a lot. It's intense. There's so many people.
Yes,
it's so
it's
congested.
intense.
Everybody's so cold. There's no like warm
I was
welcome
overwhelmed.
feeling. Well, when
I'm
you're born and
scared.
raised in the South, going up north is hard because it's not the same. The personalities aren't the same. But I enjoyed Chicago. Highly recommend. I definitely plan on going back. I got to do a lot of things. Indy 500.
Oh wait,
loved.
yeah.
So
Rachel was
cool.
like the wiener dog.
Yes, the wiener dogs were there, Rachel. They were pretty cool. I can show you a picture that we got in front of them. Yes, the Indy 500 was actually by far one of the coolest things I've done in a long time. It
I
was
love
just really,
that.
it was so cool to be like, the cars are going so fast that like they create wind, and it's like, I don't know.
Have you been to the Grand Prix?
No, and I live here.
I haven't been.
I know. I've been here
I'm
for
always like
literally-
working.
Yeah,
'cause
same.
It's so busy.
I hear it every time, and I'm like, damn, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I do
Yeah,
hear
I
it.
know. I need to be more focused on that because I would like to see it. But the Indy was really cool. It was just like a really unique experience, and Keanu Reeves was there, and I was freaking out. But yeah, I was literally like, he's right there. Yes. Oh, I love him. So really love Chicago, and I'm glad to be back though. Anytime I come back from somewhere, I always like try to like see how I feel, like if St. Pete is still like my home, and I still have that feeling when I come home.
Oh my gosh, no. Anytime I go somewhere, I will be on my way back, and I'm like, I can't wait to be back in St. Pete.
I know.
So.
Sometimes I'm like curious if I have that like pull to want to go elsewhere or move somewhere else, but then I come back and I feel at home, you know, and that's how I know like St. Pete is my place for right now.
What cities or places do you absolutely hate? This is going to be hot topic.
Tampa. Sorry. I just don't like Tampa. I think Tampa is, oh, you know what I hate? I've been to LA. Hated LA. Oh, LA was the worst.
LA. I've been, but like I haven't explored it. We were just there for market.
It was too pretentious. The people, I swear, every single person there was so like unauthentic that I couldn't tell if I was getting a real interaction with somebody or if it was just so fake and scripted, and every part of it felt like a reality TV series in the worst way possible. Like I felt like I walked on set and they were like, who is this person? And I'm just like in the set.
We were in different LAs.
Oh, okay.
No, I only saw like, not that I went, Skid Row.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I wasn't interacting with anyone. I wasn't at a nice restaurant.
I would have paid to see you walking through Skid Row.
I was driving.
Skid Row is scary, and if you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's like this like section of like,
a lot.
Yeah, it's its own colony.
That's where a lot of vendors have been based out of.
Really?
We used to go straight
for clothing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting.
But a lot of them have moved because it's just like gotten really bad.
It's dangerous. Yeah.
So, okay, I think mine is Orlando.
Oh, I hate Orlando, and I have to go there this weekend. Yeah,
like,
I agree with that.
I couldn't think of. Like I'd rather be in hell than be in Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando
no
is hell. It's one of the 9 infernos, I'm pretty sure.
I'm allowed to say this because I lived there for like 5 years.
Oh,
I've earned the right to say it.
Yeah, I have to go this weekend. Not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going to speak at the show, but I'm just not looking forward to the traffic.
Do you get nervous?
I wouldn't say like nervous. I do always try to start with a joke, and that doesn't always land. So I'm like
what kind of joke?
Again, it's
like a knock.
No, like I try to like break the ice because like obviously it's a big room of people and they're all just like staring at me, and I'm like standing up on a stage with a microphone, and I'm just like, how about that airplane food? And like I try to come up with something to like break the tension.
No, you
every
need like
now and then.
A skin
related
joke.
humor. Okay, I'll have to think of something for this coming weekend. But okay, so before we wrap up, last little thing we talked about. I asked you guys in my stories, I said, what helps you guys feel better when you're having an off day? And let's be honest, lately it's been more off than on for me. So I was super excited to see all the responses that we got. But firstly, I want to ask you, what do you do when you're having one of those days where you're like, I just cannot do it today?
Let yourself cry. Easier said than done for myself at least. But I've learned, like, there was a point last year I was not letting myself cry, and it
Bottled
so then
up.
when I did, I was so overwhelmed with emotions, I would immediately go into a panic attack.
Yep. Yeah, that happens to me.
Yeah. So, letting yourself cry, and literally going out and like being in the sun.
Yeah,
just, like,
true.
A little lizard.
That's actually so true.
A lizard moment. No, I was at Bandit, and I look over, and this guy is just like living his best life. He is standing in the parking lot holding his coffee, eyes closed, face tilted up, just getting sun.
Love that for him.
And I was like,
you gotta do
yeah,
that.
like I do that too.
Yep. You need the vitamins. Yep.
After about like 5 minutes of sunlight, you're like, there's my will to live again. Everything is not that bad, and I'm gonna be okay.
I need to try that next time. Go outside.
Put on your sunscreen.
Yes, put on your sunscreen.
And go.
Before you go outside and have a panic attack. Panic attack safely.
Plus, like, crying is just cuter in the sun. You know?
I'm an ugly crier. I have too much Botox. My face doesn't move and my tears just come down. It's so bad. I'm literally like,
Oh my God. I'm just thinking like Kim Kardashian. Like,
No,
she's,
literally,
like,
it's the ugly cry because I literally can't move my face, which I'm thankful for. Thanks, Mandy. But you guys gave some pretty unique ideas. So some people said a hot shower.
Yes.
Love that. A hot shower after a good cry and a hot shower.
And then bed.
Yes, in the bed. And I recently saw a celebrity, and I cannot remember. I feel like it was Demi Moore. She said that she eats her snacks in the shower. And I don't know how I felt about that. But she said that was actually one of the ways that she like feels better when she's having a bad day. She takes a hot shower.
Coffee. I don't know about a
Really? You take your coffee in the shower?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. I've never
I'm like
tried that.
fully cozy.
I'm just going to take a bottle of champagne in there with me next time and try that.
I've definitely had a spritz in the shower before.
That's such a vibe. I don't know why I've never done
getting
that.
ready to go out.
I've never done that. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's something
Drinks
I'm going to try.
in the shower.
But a
No
hot shower when you're not feeling good, honestly, a great idea. Somebody said movement. I agree because I tend to be one of those people that like as I start to get more sad, I become less mobile, I guess is the word.
No, yes.
And I
you don't
literally
have the motivation.
like yes, so I literally will just like sit in bed and I just like don't move and I become more and more like hunched in on myself and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm not well. So movement is a great one. I love that one too.
Movement in the sun.
Oh, and someone said their fave splurge meal and their dog also agree 1000%. My dog and a good, really shitty, bad for you cheeseburger. I feel
love
a lot better.
cheeseburger.
I feel a lot better. A smash burger specifically.
There's
But-
protein in that.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
A burger?
Yeah, I don't know. With how much grease is on it, I don't know. Chat, let us know. And then somebody said, nature, books, and rotting. Actually, a lot of you people said rotting, which I do agree. I do love a good rot too. I can't stay rotted for too long because then I won't.
Stay rotted.
I won't unrot. I'll become molded to my couch.
Yeah.
So I do agree, but all in all, I think we're doing all the best that we can, guys, and I appreciate everyone checking in, and if you need words of encouragement or a dark joke to land on, you can reach out to me and Mary. I'd be happy to provide you with some, I don't know.
Jokes?
Yeah, some jokes. I don't know that they'll make you feel better, but they might make you laugh, so maybe that'll help.
It'll make you feel better.
Yes. As always, guys, thank you for joining in. This full episode will be on the YouTube channel later today. And yeah, hopefully everybody can just kind of like find some peace and mind. I don't know.
Peace.
And join a cult, maybe. I don't know. Try mushrooms.
Yeah, join a
That's
cult.
what we learned from today.
Portobello mushrooms.
Yes, none of this was medical advice. Okay, see you guys next time. Mary, lead us out.
And that's a wrap.
Showbiz.
That's a showbiz.